Jane Hume wants the Liberal Party to introduce a fundraising levy forcing MPs to contribute to a new women's network. Is this the way to boost the number of women in the party?
There's many different ways to boost the number of women in the party, and I'm really looking forward to getting back to conversations with the party organisations around the country, with my colleagues, with our Liberal Party members, and to see how we take these important actions forward following Jane's excellent review. She's been brave, she's stared the issue in the face, and she's come up with a range of options that I know we will all talk about as we take those next important steps. Look, it's important to note that, Jane and I are federal parliamentarians and we have our views, but the Liberal Party is a party made up of a grassroots organisation, slightly different with different views in every state, exactly as it should be. And that diversity of opinion is both its strength, but also it's important to remember we don't do this top down. We don't declare as federal parliamentarians what we think needs to happen. We're also party members. So we'll take these through our state divisions and we will talk about them. But as I said quite some time ago, I do want to see a 50% target for women. That's what the review recommends also. And that's really important. And there's many ways that we can and should be achieving that.
All right, just finally, the flooding in WA's Kimberley region, Anthony Albanese is there today. Is the Prime Minister doing the right thing, visiting that region and announcing help?
Absolutely, and I understand the West Australian Premier is going there as well. And of course, Prime Ministers should visit areas in the crisis, which looks pretty awful, the worst flooding I think WA has experienced. And in my own patch of the Murray and Murrumbidgee rivers, we've got past the worst of the flooding. It's always important for governments to remember that there is the crisis, there is the help that's needed immediately, but there's also the long-term rebuild for communities, for roads and for the damage to infrastructure. So the government does need to stay the course across Australia when it comes to rebuilding after the floods.
Sussan Ley, thank you very much for joining us this morning.